All right, we're done.
Welcome back, Captain.
Hello, excellent to see you. I have sharpened the blade for this.
Anything? Need some work done? Sure, have at it.
Femid.
This is Chirac from the Starfield Oracle. We are anomalous environmental readings. Members of the crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board. This is Chirac from the Starfield
best not to leave anything useful behind.
Hold on. You are strong. Concentrate. I'm trying, Surak, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmenting. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless. We share this fate. This is our end. The great. No! No! It's happening! Sarok, run! I can't stop it! What happened? Who did this?
Good one.
I see no one, and yet I can feel a presence. But how? I should be the last. Is someone there or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
Vital. Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our grav drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as Vortex Phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow transformed them and warped their minds? Iraq Vital. Post-incident log. After the initial jump, areas of the Oracle have somehow been sectioned off by strange energy fields or barriers. The fields allow no one to pass and are somehow able to repel, almost teleport, the trespasser back. I am certain these new fields are related to the Vortex Phantoms. Both resonate with the same energy pattern. The exact same pattern we were studying for Anasco's experiments. Something happened in Dasra. And if the situation is bad here, I fear for our brethren in the city.
Did they have anything of value? own operations are always as self-sustaining as possible. We have only ever been able to rely on ourselves. We need to get past these crates somehow. Victory! Is that the best you can do? You're gonna take more than that! The mission appears to have outweighed any considerations for privacy.
Sirac vessel. Post-incident log. The Oracle has continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile, but we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
The spoils of... I'm hit! Ugh.
cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can just... No! They are coming!
Good one.
This is Sirach Vital. Post-incident log. I am one of the few remaining unaffected crew on the Oracle. Nadine, Basira, and Taras are the only others I was able to find. I fear it is just a matter of time before we succumb to these energies discerning the others. How long will we last? And will my mind be strong enough to hold out when my time comes? Basira and I have programmed the Oracle to return to Varun Kai's orbit once it is able. All of our research will automatically be transmitted the moment we are within the train will work here.
These damn controls! Why will they not respond to me?
Warning. Gravity procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Restoring gravity in 3, 2, 1. Power cell connected. Report to operations for system reboot.
The Vortex Phantoms. Where did they go? Something is wrong. No! Not now! I have to hold on!
Mainframe reboot initiated. Commencing protocol. Station lockdown completed. All major systems on standby. Mainframe reboot completed. Warning. Station jump procedure initiated. Please check your surroundings to ensure personal safety. Jump in 3, 2, 1. Execute. Jump completed. Station lockdown released. Initiating data transfer. Incoming transmission.
This is Dasra calling the Oracle Station. We've received your transmission. Your orders are to send a representative down here immediately. It appears we have much to discuss.
Poor Sirac. So close to seeing their efforts realized.
Hello.
Hold very still and choose.
We are no threat to have...
You have no right to be here. but it was lost. Oh,
Indeed it did. The Oracle is perhaps the least of our problems, I'm afraid. Voris, I think we need not fear our guest. Perhaps, in this time of need, the Great Serpent has delivered us a gift.
Counselor, with due respect, we have not had unannounced visitors here in generations. It is a clear breach of security.
I do not disagree, and I know that security, in whatever small form we can grasp, but you must acknowledge the timing is, and perhaps our guest's intent. We received the automated transmission.
Great Serpent,
What's happening again?
hear me.
Speaker, we are here!
We have reached out to you to seek guidance in our hour of need. The gate in the Citadel has been opened just to seek you.
What has happened?
Have I failed you? What is this place? Where am I? Why do you not show yourself? I strive only to follow your command. All must serve. Please, do not leave me in darkness. Oh. Great. I feel something. Great Serpent, I have done... I know that all must serve, but I need more.
Our leader, Anasco, so many of our people have been trapped in this state, these vortex phantoms. But if only we could hear. What do you mean? Despite the sightings, none have heard the word. Do not toy with me. The serpent.
He said that? I heard nothing.
It is no joke. No outsider would know our creed. It is never... Truly, you did hear Anasco. You have been chosen. People of House Varun, hear me. We have asked the Great Serpent for deliverance from our calamity, and he has answered us. This outsider has been chosen as the most unlikely vessel for the Great Serpent's divine providence, and he will help save us all. Outsider, please. There is no denying you have been sent here as... But there are, even in these dire circumstances, you will be granted safe passage through Dazra and the lands. You even have my assurance that you're... But to truly aid us, you must become part of House Varun. This... We, the people of House Varun, are the promised. The Greats, our service to him guaranteed. A greater gift could... Excellent. Please, come with me. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I am Malibor Dulkev, a member of the High Council of House Varun. I have been asked to represent the Council in this moment. Please, enter our city. You have my word that you will not be harmed. I would ask that until you have become promised, you avoid the citizens of Dazra. They are not used to outsiders. Open the gate! Lost Temple will not reveal for now. Surely you saw the scaled citadel as you arrived. It was the center of an explosion of sorts that has annihilated most of our city. We have lost many of our brothers and sisters. I believe we are still in danger.
Counselor, what is the meaning of this?
Is there a problem, Makula?
This city is in shambles. The Speaker Kaiser is missing, and here you are leading some outsider through our sacred space? Why allow this husk to defile our city? Have we not lost enough?
Have faith. I believe this outsider was guided here by the Great Serpent himself. Soon, Serpent willing, they will be one of us. But I can be sure and pass your concerns on to the rest of the High Council, if you wish. I apologize for the interruption. There is a ritual intended for converts to the Promised that has not been performed in generations. We are fortunate that there are those still alive who remember the old ways and have remained prepared for such a moment as this. Herald Inaza. I suspected we might find you here waiting.
I saw the ship landing. I knew immediately that I would be needed.
Indeed you are. This is Inaza Kaisir, Herald of the Serpent. She will guide you through the ritual. I am needed elsewhere, but I assure you that you are in good hands.
So... No husk that walk the Serpent's path. This is a path you must walk of your own free will. You have not been filled with purpose by the Great Serpent? Then enter. But this is a journey you must undergo. I will await you at the end of the Serpent's path.
Before House Farouk, there were humans. First on Earth, then scattered among the stars. And like all humans, they were lost souls, wandering in the dark, looking for a path. One particular colony ship housed several hundred of these souls. They were each alone and isolated, individual tiny flames that could be snuffed out at a moment's notice. But Jinan encountered the Great Serpent and was given the gift of knowledge. They followed his guidance and his light, and they cast aside the burdens of their former lives. He shared his knowledge with those around him and lit the way for them. And thus, House Varun was born. Now you too have the chance to cast aside your burdens, to relieve yourself of anything that holds you back. people's hopes and fears and dreams were entrusted to the Great Serpent. They made the leap of faith that brought House Faroon to greatness. You may now follow in their footsteps and take that same leap. Embrace the Great Serpent, and he will embrace you. The people of House Faroon settled this world, at first in these very caves. Shinan Faroon himself slept among them in these shelters. It was here that he spread the word of the serpent, and it was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of the shrouding, the Great Serpent's return. It was here that the people of House Faroon first understood the truth of their place in the universe. He will encircle the universe he created, and all those who do not follow will be cast into shadow. And the people weighed this knowledge against their former lives, and saw how they had been blessed despite the difficult new life that awaited them. You too would do well to feel that solace amidst the pain. Until that day comes, we are the voice and the hands of the Great Serpent. Our every act a sacrifice to hasten his return. Make now a sacrifice to prove your devotion. And remember, whether in life or in death, all must serve. Let us begin the final ritual.
While none since Jinan Varun have stood before the Great Serpent, we can all feel his presence. To solidify his bond, you are presented with a simple choice. Before you on this dais are several items. They represent different aspects of House Varun's connection to the Great Serpent. Pick the two that call to you. Place them on the altars. Offerings to the Great Serpent that he may fill you with his spirit and make you promise. And so you arise, one of the promised of House Varun. Did you feel the Great Serpent working within you? Do you feel born anew? Yes, your confidence is impressive. Through strength and perseverance, House Varun will triumph over all that stands in its way. I grant you the title of Vindicator. All will know you, above us, in the grand ship mourning, jewel of the Varun fleet. All must...
Yes? You need something? I look forward to our next discussion. Ah, a face I never mind seeing. What can I do for you? I will keep watch. I am glad to see you. Yes, good. Let's...
Good to see you.
Did you need something?
You would speak with me?
Welcome, Vindicator. You stand before what remains of the High Council, advisors to Nasco Varun. We are all that is left after the disaster that has befallen our people. I represent House Dulkef. Jamal is from House Kadik, and we are joined by Lovek of House Vital. We are, all of us, hopeful that your arrival in Dazra and your clear connection to Nasco Varun, for the first time in weeks, represent some semblance of hope. I understand. Until you were one of us, we could not trust you.
By all means, Malabor. I can't wait to see how you spend this.
Please, can we just for a moment...
Can we just for a moment what? Discuss whether or not to allow the first convert to House Varun since before any of us were born? A bit late on that, it seems.
You were not there. You did not see a Nasco. It felt different. We have already wasted so much time...
You're correct. I was not there. Because you elected to travel to the spaceport on your own. And then decided this on your own.
Do not waste time with more bickering. Anasco, and by extension House Varun, suffers with every passing moment.
Of course, Lovek. My apologies. Please, Malabor. Do go on.
Anasco Varun, like his father before him, has relied on the teachings of Jinan to guide us. Anasco wondered if perhaps it was time to seek guidance directly from the Great Serpent, and so sought a means of reaching out.
Perhaps he found the teachings inadequate.
Careful, Kadik. You tread on dangerous ground.
I mean nothing by it. We simply were never consulted on the matter and do not know the full motive.
The point is that a series of experiments have taken place over the years, utilizing grav drive technology to hopefully make direct contact with the Great Serpent, similar to Jinan Varun's initial meeting.
And then something went wrong.
We do not know what happened. We were not inside the Scaled Citadel at the time.
Had we been, we wouldn't be standing here now. We'd be like the rest of them.
A great tide of energy emanated from the Scaled Citadel and swept across Dasra. Much was destroyed in its wake. Those caught in the blast have been left in a state of confusion, trapped halfway between our universe and the Vortex. The Citadel itself remains in such a state. Right there and yet beyond our reach. We can only assume that the experiment is still running. Somehow, we cannot get in, so we cannot stop it. Forgive me, I am no scientist, but as it has been explained to me, what we call the Vortex is... It has only been a few. There had been efforts to put together some kind of response. Your arrival and your interaction with Anasco shows that he can still be saved. A plan had been devised to access the Citadel, but the work stalled. Clearly, it is time to move forward. The current head of our science team, Ekris, should be in Jinan Plaza down below us, towards the Citadel. Tell him about your experience with Anasco, and that work on the morning device must proceed.
Yes? Did you require? I was outside the city, visiting a friend at his farm. We saw the flag. You know, in that moment, I worried it was my fault. I still find myself worrying that... Indeed, Serac was my cousin. I know they were assigned to the Oracle. They walk with the... Serac was a... They spent every moment. It was their greatest honor. The Oracle's fate will be tabled for... We have more important... 87 souls reside with the Great Serpent. They will be remembered. Of course. Oh, it was breathtaking. To have started from nothing, and to have accomplished so much.
How may I assist you?
Yes? Something I can do for you? No, it's... Jinan Varun himself established the rules. The Speaker has supreme authority. He is the voice of the Great Serpent. The houses each handle some function of daily life, and are in... Each of the houses also appoints a mediary to the High Council. So you must have a head for politics. Or... Don't take it personal. We have been through so much these last few... And then Malabor goes and throws you into the I am over it. All must serve.
Hello, Vindicator. That depends a great deal on... Generations ago, we made a decision. Some amongst us saw that as a mistake. The schism within our people grew until some took it upon themselves to leave. They are, of course,
Do you know the scientists out at Hamadi Station?
The old married couple? Azad and Shireen, if I remember right. I've met them a few times. They seemed a little eccentric, but... were otherwise quite nice.
That's them, yes. They're apparently looking for some help with their research. They made some kind of discovery that has them troubled.
Good luck finding help at a time like this.
Indeed. Yet the Serpent provides for the faithful, so who knows?
Nothing is truly impossible.
Hopefully the soldiers are all out on missions or patrols and not gone.
Problem?
No, you're the one that wanted to play.
Yeah, because you wouldn't stop complaining. So, are we gonna play again or what?
No. It's no fun when it's just us three.
Hi, I'm Mila. I'm Ivali.
And I'm Alana. We're bored.
Yeah, and our parents won't play. I mean, Alana and I's parents. Mila doesn't have...
Ivali?
Oh. It's okay. I've been trying to keep these two entertained. Would you like to play? Please, please! It's no fun playing with just these two. They always pick... Great! How fun! Now, just wait here a bit so we have a chance to hide. Count down from 10 or something. Ha! You'll never find us!
I will never grow tired of seeing that.
Mother has been busy lately.
Apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me yet.
Before I say anything else, when I first came here, there is no precedent for any of this. I know. And the point I am I was hoping that this is between... I want to be able... So, as... Let us hope whatever experiments were going on here are not running loose.
Got you your favorite?
Yes? Well, look who it is. You have made quite a stir, and given the state of things, that is a singular accomplishment. To what do I owe the honor, Vindicator? Did he now? How magnanimous. But approval is approval, and I will gladly take it. I will spare you much of the technical detail, as I confess that pieces of it I barely understand myself. One cannot help but notice the energy field around the scaled citadel. Until we can get through it, we cannot shut down the experiment inside, and it has proved quite impossible to get through. We had the beginnings of a plan to build a makeshift contraption to redirect grav drive energy to see if we could penetrate the barrier, but the project came to a halt. Politics got in the way. Every one of the houses needs to contribute, and every one realized they could potentially use it for leverage. What should have been a cooperative effort turned contentious. Easy decisions became negotiations. And so, construction never began. We have sat here, staring at this disaster as supplies pile up for well over a week now. Serpent help us, it is infuriating. I don't disagree, but allow me to impart some advice. Most would consider that disloyal, possibly even heresy. Keep that kind of talk to yourself. I believe I've done enough complaining for now. Time to get to work. If you're here, the Council has likely sent word to the houses that it's time. I need to oversee construction here, make sure things are built to specifications. If you could... I appreciate that someone around here is eager to get to work. House Fetal owes us access codes for the city power grid. It's the only way to guarantee enough power to activate the device. House Kadik was supposed to provide a young scientist named Sahima to help me. She had at least some experience with the original Citadel experiment. No idea why they refused to send her. And Hasmek, the new elder of House Dulkef, he has been distant, guarded. He claims to have vital information about an important component of the experiment, but has withheld it until now. Help me get what we need, and we will see what we can do for the Speaker, and for House Varun. And I may have something that can help you in whatever trial. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last few weeks, but I have still... These phantoms, the vortex. Fascinating subject, really. If only there were some less disastrous way we could have discovered all this. Yes, exactly. I am glad I am not the only one who can see that. Does nothing to make the loss any easier, but still. We have encountered several interesting phenomena. First, while the phantoms shift to a fully human form when killed, they often retain small shards that appear to be an almost crystallized version of vortex energy. Second, we have learned that killing the phantoms sometimes causes an even greater disturbance. Horrors, as they have been colloquially termed, can appear from somewhere. We are unsure of their origin, but it is not within our universe. These horrors and their spawn are infested with cysts, a seemingly organic manifestation of vortex energy. We have managed to collect enough to run experiments, and have devised a method of combining them into an explosive mixture with varying properties. While they have no use in the development of the morning device, if you find yourself out in the field, I believe they could have more practical application. I do hope you are not questioning the The process is simple enough that any industrial workstation should suffer. And, depending on how you combine said materials, you may find the... Yes. We have been nearly overwhelmed with all that has happened over the last... These phantoms, the vortex.
How's Kadix?
I hope when you return to the settled systems, you'll aid in showing them the true path.
This is exactly the impression we don't want to give.
Zealots interfering in a time like this. It's insulting.
All must serve.
May the Great Serpent bless you.
I prefer not to be bothered right now.
So, Akris has sent our newest Vindicator to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jimal's already told me all. I'm Razma, Elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction. You're right. It's not wide. Besides, who am I? I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers, but the truth is, they're being held hostage.
This is a major overreach.
As much as I'd welcome the expertise, but the negotiations, the Zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, worst case, a seat at the High Council, or even the reinstatement of their house. House Maleen. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake. So, they won't hold back. Aha. Normally I'd have agent, but we too suffered losses. We need to be here. It's the only reason I even agreed. And that's where the I don't know where their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik. This... Then you can put those skills. As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize. Get the information.
Understood.
See that you do. You'll find Merrick.
You're no member of House Kadik. What? Oh, so you... So, tell... Oh, I certain... Did she now? I guess this means... And if you're here making... I see what's going on here. Easy. You ask me where Sahima is. I refuse. Then you go back to Auntie Razma. I've worked hard. And like I've told Razma 1,000 times. So, as far... You make... And perhaps the location you're looking for is... It's an old Varun base that they've taken. Razma will know it. Isn't the answer obvious? All that hard work. Watch your...
You must have gotten the location. I figured they would. If my intel is correct, you can find... If anything happens to the hostages.
We will do whatever.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I expect them to be... The current plan is to hold them at one of the Meet us there. I see you have a I'll stall the Zealots as long as... That being said... Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave. Just don't let...
Vindicator, a word before you go. Tell me, Vindicator. An oversimplified observation, but correct nonetheless. The Zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant of the Serpent's Crusade, days we'd like to forget. Has my dear sister given you any? I'm surprised she even mentioned that much. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the Zealots, so the Council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of Zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem. That is the real reason why Razma hasn't informed the...
I would argue that what you describe would be considered treason.
Exactly. House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the Zealots. Razma wants the Zealots to back House Kadik, so she's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their block. House Kadik would be condemned should anyone outside her. What none of us expected was the disaster that... The aftermath is what allowed the Zealots to grab Sahima and the others, flipping the balance of power. Razma has lost control, and is putting House Kadik... And that's what I wish to... House Kadik shouldn't be associating with Zealots, but worse, we absolutely cannot be supplying them. We need to cut ties. How astute. I want you to put an end to any... And while my position won't allow... Should the hostages not survive, Razma would blame the Zealots and...
House Kadik would go to...
What we need is Sahima's research. You just need to... Think about it if you must. And when you do, just know that we can't... As far as everyone else is concerned, The hostages were dead when you arrived, and you exacted... The settled system. They're the Zealots, no? Of course not. As a mediary, I am... This decision is... I trust you'll make the right decision.
not the best you can do.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
If you're here to help, that zealot has a key. I cannot, will. Who are you?
Serpent's Grace, I knew it. It's more than just me. The Zealots have been using them to... They think I have all the answers since the original experiment was...
The zealots were wise in their time.
The original experiment. The one that took out half of... I'm sorry. I realized I'm not one for politics. Well, the Zealots think they are forcing me to continue my research here. They want me to apply my theories to Anasco's scaled Citadel debacle. Somehow they ascertained my previous involvement. So my theory is correct. Or I should say, the High Council now believes my theory, the better theory. I knew it! I told them their algorithms and insufficient testing were only giving the... But no, no one wants to listen to me. Of course, this is what it... Negotiations? I overheard the Zealots mention negotiate. Not only does the High Council deem me important, I get it. All right. The Zealots aren't aware of... I told them I needed... They think I'm applying my... Right. Focus. The other hostages are being kept just beyond this room. I can disengage the locks to their cell and grant you access. You just have to clear up. The zealots you'll encounter beyond here to be made thus would be to show them the Great Serpent's mercy. Some may, but keep in mind, many of them have never. But some, like... I fear you may have. Just be careful. While you get the... I'll meet you in... The zealots have a small net. They think I've been working on my research. I'm more than capable of it. If I'm not out there when you... And a well-thought-out one at that. I just need enough time to... Think of it as a... No way. It's... Now move it. You...
Finally arrived? Who are you?
You aren't a zealot. Who are you?
Thank the Serpent. We haven't been able to observe much. They are physically superior, stronger, faster. They ignore pain and are resistant to things that... I'm not sure what the Zealots have done to create them, but I would surmise the process was less than pleasant. If only. I wish it were the Zealots separated us. Please, I can... We'll be ready.
The Great Serpent will deliver us.
Escape me!
Great Serpent, protect me. The Great Serpent has heard me. Thank you.
Serpents. Thank the serpents. I thought there was
That's everyone accounted for. You did it!
Serpent bless you.
A catastrophic disaster hit. I don't think any of... And speaking of I'm going to stay back. I'll catch up with you shortly. Of course. I just need a moment. Have I mentioned I'm sick? I'll be there when it can.
These members of your house have suffered.
Great Serpent was truly watching over us.
If Dosra is to recover, everywhere the Zealots have infiltrated must be cleansed.
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted. Please tell me you bring good news. Good.
Razma, who is this? You allow any... I'd expect...
This is...
Yes.
Over. The UC had only a complete...
It's true, Mihail. And if you...
You...
Test me. This remote device will launch a...
You realize you'd jeopardize...
It jeopardized.
The natural... You know it.
Are you sure?
You'll launch that... Give the serpent...
This never gets
My heart is stomping.
May the Great
Suppose
Serpent
I
bless
should
you.
have expected this. Negotiating with Zealot. House Kadik is in your...
As am I.
Sahima, you are a part.
I know. And here, I'm sure they'll appreciate it more. Oh, I am. Plus, I think I'll wait. I'm going to head back home now. Great. You can...
We'll talk later. As I was saying, you've helped me maintain. And one day it will. I'd appreciate... Our relationship with the Zealots has all... The only reason they gained any semblance of exposing this... Some alliances are worth the risk. But the others involved no better than to speak of. As much as it disappoints, Jamal's never cared for our view with the Zealots. But this is what makes her... You and the rest of our... Now, I have...
Well done, Vindicator. Until next time.
Do not understand. I saw a Nasco, took measure of his burdens.
What you are describing is a dream, nothing more.
Not a dream. A message from the Great Serpent himself.
With all due respect to your craft, dear sister, now is not the time for incense and ash leaves. Or do you not see the depth of the crater before you?
On the contrary, brother. I see it for what it truly is. And if we ignore this vision, Anasco will be lost to us forever.
Enough with the proselytizing. The Vindicator has returned. Ah, were you Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. If only the others had listened to her. This leaves houses Dul Kef and Fathol.
Politics can wait.
For the last time.
It is the hubris of science.
You claim he...
I do no such thing. The Great Serpent, until that...
Even the slightest chance for error. I know. We're all under a tremendous amount of pressure.
It sounds...
And yet, but the proof is not...
Fine. Vindicator, speak... Agree to her fool's errand, so that we...
I have seen visions of Anasco, searching for one bow, and now that you are... And yet, the Great Serpent drew. But rest assured, at the edge of the crater, you will...
It would be unwise.
It is as the Great Serpent, in my vision, in the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found and in time... It was not his. In the second future, at its terminus, was a gate. You stepped into...
A rough end, while my reading... Still, that... I am no heretic. I will not.
You may not realize. Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find... Step through it.
Would you mind confirming my data? Of course.
Seems the Adlon brothers are arguing.
You truly have no shame. No shame at all. What you have done goes beyond disgrace. It is morbid. Disgusting. You should be hanging your head in shame. But instead, here
Never in his worst nightmares could I imagine Jinan Barun saw a future like this.
Borhal, calm down. Do not do this here.
How shameful of you to have these outbursts. Oh my, what would poor mother and father think? You will speak not of mother and father, you sloughing bastard. No shame. What? What do you want? This does not concern you. Please accept my apologies. Oh yes, go on. This is no squabble. I can forgive still. What I cannot abide, however, is you attempt...
I have done many things I am not proud of, but I have never stooped as low.
I was drunk, I did not know. All of those vases... It is an urn, not a vase, you ignoramus. And you were the one who chose it when Mother passed away. I am tired of your shamelessness. You have gone too far this time, Amila. And I cannot... What?
Borhal, there is already so much...
Too late, Danica. I accept you. You shall... No. I would not have proposed the duel unless I were... No, why not you? You see...
The true answer is because Amila has no one, family or otherwise, willing to... He will have to resort to picking someone off.
I do not want to wait any longer. Oh, that will pose a problem. Apologies, dear brother, but it seems that your precious duel will... It is true that the duel cannot commence until Amila acquires a second. This delay may be significant, as Amila... I assure you, you will be rewarded greatly if you do. You truly have no shame, Amila. Well, look who is back. Change your mind? Then it is settled. As for you, Amila, enjoy these last few moments. Do not...
Their family home is this way. It is not far. We can discuss the matters there. You will be working with me. As seconds, it is our duty to prepare for the duel, and ensure fairness. I am sorry that you have found yourself in this situation. But know that you are doing Amila a great favor. He truly has no one else who would be willing to do this for him. He has burned every bridge imaginable. It seems that after years of suffering Amila's embarrassment, Borhal has reached the boiling point. But still, to challenge your brother to a duel... I pray that we will be able to work towards a peaceful resolution before it's too late.
Salutations.
Remember this. We are always watching.
Forgive me!
It is important.
Remember this. We are always watching.
Need help with it?
Do not let Amila break you down. This is it. Shall we begin our duties? Are you ready to It is our duty to prepare for the duel by procuring weapons, and importantly, we are not expected to engage in any combat, unless, in short, Oh, they are deadly serious. The Odlum family has held duels in the past. Yes, there was a duel between their two great-grandfathers. Their uncle died in a duel after being challenged by their grandfather. History, it seems. Yes, and it seems that the cycle will continue. Unless you are... Very good. Let us begin. Your primary duty as Emila's second is to work with the brothers, and see if a peaceful conclusion is possible. Namely, if Emila apologizes to Borehole, and he accepts, the duel may not move forward. As for me, I will be procuring the weapons for the duel, and the materials for the preceding ceremony. Borehole as challenger reserves the right to choose the weapons, and he has chosen blades. Do you have any concerns? Very good. If that is all, we will break here and see to our duties. Before that, though, I know that this duel is foolish. I will try and find another peaceful solution to this problem. Should you be unsuccessful, Emila has the right to deliver a genuine apology to Borehole. The odds of him doing so, however, are low. Report back to me when you have...
Excuse me. I have work to do. Ah, look who it is. I will not waste your time. I already know what you have come to ask. The answer is... Why are you so sure that I will die? I have been in plenty of scraps on the streets, and I am not... You cannot just turn your... And now he wants... If he wins, I hope the guilt of what he has done will... He is trying to kill me. Borehole likes to paint me as a It is not fair. Fine. I do not know. Perhaps him challenging me to a duel has something to do with it. Do I have something to apologize? Correct. You are my second, not my equal. Is there? Oh, if it will get you... You seem to be taking this all very seriously. Enough, enough. You've broken me down. Go on, ask her. I had a wife once. I'm not going to flatter myself and pretend that I was a good husband, but I loved her. And she loved me. When I say to you that she was my world, my nearly a decade ago, she and I shared a perfect night. In what I had believed would be a lifetime of perfect nights. After my beloved's death, I made one bad decision after another. To Borehole's credit, he was almost always there for me. Eventually, he gave up on me. If it were Borehole in my stead, I would forgive him. Like a family is family. We are supposed to be... He cares more about it. Thank you. But... Because I am furious! My own brother, I cannot make sense. Damn him! Damn him for putting me in this position! damn him, because I know even if I were to apologize, ending this duel before it starts, I will always see someone who would rather me dead when I look at his face! As in, am I physically capable? Perhaps, if the Great Serpent wills it. Am I mentally capable? I believe so. I have never felt this fury within me before. Look at me. Really look at me. Do I appear to be someone that has much to live for? If I die, I die. Nothing to be scared of. Except giving Borhall the satisfaction of taking my life. I suppose the thought has crossed my mind. Maybe it would be better to be dead. I could be with my wife. Well, if the Great Serpent would let me be with her, we're never the most devout in Dasra. I am not sure that I want to die, but there really is not much to live for. But I am not just going to let... You cannot just turn... And now he wants to... If he wins, I hope the guild... He is trying to kill... Borhall likes... It is not fair. I have made my choice. If I...
Greetings. What is it? I need to prepare. I will do no such thing, and will feel no... I have given him every... But instead, damn him. No, you are not my second. No, Great Serpent, no. I will take no pleasure in... I will mourn the loss of my brother. I have done everything. He comes begging for money, so I gave it to him. Then he comes begging for my items to pawn, so I sacrifice them. And then he comes screaming to me that I would lay by his side every night praying that he would not choke on his own vomit. But in the mornings when I would throw away his bottle, I used to take such... I have... Grot shit! I was by his side for a year. I was saddened by... I have done more for... The Koza ruined him. It is exhausting. An alcohol made from growth milk. Amelia is absolutely dependent on. The damn stuff rots your brain, I swear. Now he is just an addict. And a thief. We were never the closest of brothers, as our personalities are just so different. But we were close enough. Honestly, I respected him a lot. He was funny, My brother may as well have died years... I do not hate him. I am sure Amelia will spin a tale about his hard life. But the truth? But when Father moved to strike him, how does he repay me? There is nothing that could lead me to calling it off. There is no apology grand enough. It would be, if Amelia... Do you think I wanted... It was like Amelia refused. Not at all. I have served my time in the military. He may put up a good fight. Right. I take... If that is all, you...
for something?
What? Make it quick, please. What? Make it quick, please.
Aid you in this. Your judgment is
How did you fare? But listen to me very carefully. As you are preparing the drinks, you will treat each cup with this tranquilizer. This duel is idiotic, we both know it. It is a need you have won.
You are placing both of their lives.
What is unfair about that? Would be tantamount. Very good. Report. May the great sir... Is everything ready?
Give me the strength to do what must be done.
Then it is time.
Yes. The time has come.
I am ready.
It is time.
To your health, brother.
And may the great serpent have mercy on your soul, Amiva.
What? What is this? What have you done to me, Amila?
I am affected as well, dear brother. I did not do this. I can hardly see you in front of me.
What?
This duel was an asinine. There is no use for needless bloodshed at times like these.
You traitor.
Oh, enough of your grousing. Or are you...
Enough of your tongue.
I am...
Remove yourself, but know that...
Thank the great serpent. You did... Nonsense. Their egos are bruised. Come what may, we have narrowly avoided a bloodbath today. But But I doubt that. I have faith that the Great Serpent will open their heart. He will show them that the pain... Some of Amila's pessimism. I want to thank you. You try. Please take this. You are free to...
It answers with silence. Have you abandoned me? Do you not hear? I hesitate to ask, but... No. I have heard my grandfather, but to see you here, perhaps the great sir... I have reached out so many times, to hear nothing but... Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now... There is still reason to hope, but time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open, the experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
The Great Serpent sends you to me once again. You return. Then my vision...
Well, it would seem...
There is no need.
As you say, but... Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house... If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
And that is the essence of faith. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the mourning device.
Our duel?
No, no. I was foolish, Amila. The duel is off, and it should never have happened to begin with. The truth is that when the duel was sabotaged, I had never felt so relieved in my life. I do not want to kill you, Amila. I am ashamed to have ever challenged you. I am sorry. I understand if you never want to speak with me again. I am disgusted in myself.
Oh, come now, brother. I deserved it all. You have shown me nothing but patience for years. But even the patience of a saint can run out.
No jokes, please. I just want you to know that I am sorry.
I am too. I will try to be better. I cannot make any promises. All I can say is that I will try. I want to make things right with you, with everyone. But I just do not know where to start.
It is all right, Amila. One thing at a time.
You do not have approval to trade with me.
Our minds and bodies must be fully devoted to his will.
It's foolish, Victor. The High Council needs access to the power grid if we hope to restore the city. Your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is a Ministry of State matter, and I will handle it as I see fit. He is a traitor. He turned his back not only on his family, but on our people's entire belief system. The fact that he still breathes is a stain upon the House Vethal name.
You would doom us all with your pride.
I will do as I please as head of this house. If you are not a member of House Bethal, you do not belong here. Another High Council lackey come begging? I told Lothric no more!
Forgive my brother. He has been forgetting his manners of late. Victor, this is a Nazgul.
I recall and we do not need help.
You can't continue to refuse the council. Your inaction is killing you.
Precisely, which is why my nephew Varric has left. And until...
These are hardly matters for the... You have no idea. You are an outsider. The audacity!
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking? A third party?
Yes, you said so yourself. And if he's become promised...
Sir, perhaps I have. Tell me, Vindicator. I have heard reports on Ryujin from the Ministry of Conjunction. This news gives me hope. As Vittoria mentioned, my son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the Great Serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is what my brother is trying to say. First, we lose Vashti to that, as if our help...
Because he sees himself as a prisoner in this. He is my son. My son denounced the very faith that he dared to blame a Nazgul for the state of Dazra. Dared to call our faith, it is heresy. Of course it would. I do not wish Varric dead. All must The shame Varric brought upon this house is immeasurable. It states, I will not act until this house is in order, and its members are properly aligned with the Great Serpent. I will not have it known that I declared my own son a heretic. This knowledge weakens the Ministry of State's authority. This is why my interest... Exceptions...
We have done the same. You act as if death is the only answer. What about...
I will not risk the Ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is, if the High Council wants my cooperation.
And I would ask you to... My brother is acting under impulse.
I have never been... Speak against me one more... Varric has a... Only then. There is no other way. The Ministry... I recommend you start by speaking to some of Varric's... But keep in mind... See to it, all anyone... I will not risk what... What are you doing?
How could you do that?
Delivers you to me.
Not the best. I will not aid you in this.
Well, no,
Remember, Vindicator, that I would ask, should any harm come to Varric. Victor is letting it. He was barely my brother, but I am... As head of the ministry, he believes he is trapped by his own faith and duty. If he makes an exception, they will question them. On the other hand, is it not obvious? He has given. Yes, Varric would be loath to part with. To save her brother. This is. Vindicator.
I, too, would ask you spare Varric.
Of work to be done, but...
This railing is taken. And no, I'm... Varric Vethal. And why should I know anything about... I'm nobody. Do I? Varric. I've searched all of Dazra. That means he either does... So, what if I did? I'm so tired. Believe me. Great Serpent. All right, fine. I never found out where... His name is Tain's... Hard to say right now. If you stay a bit, just promise me you'll let... Thank you.
Drink or two ought to lighten this mood. Hey, aren't you that outsider made promise? You telling me they made you the High Council? I'm an outsider myself. It's hard to get into the whole giant snake thing. I guess when you're part of the supply chain, they make a few exceptions. There's not a lot of people in the import-export business when it comes to Dazra, and they aimed it. But believe me, it wasn't any short amount of time before they let... Tell me about it. I've been toting stuff back and forth, but then these people lose half their city and you show up. Yep, that's how I feel most days since I got stuck here. Anyway, enough about that. Varric Vethal, huh? Well, I guess that... Who wants to know? Well, in that case... Although... Let's just say after what went down here, my retirement. So if you're feeling generous... Not even gonna buy me dinner first? But hey, I guess staying alive is... I'm pretty sure he's heading into the Highlands. Just not... So you just say the word. After you. Once we're outside of Dazra, I'll fire up my tracker. Just head out the west gate.
Temporary encampment, but not an uneventful stay for the occupant.
There's gotta be something here to... Berg's been busy if he got... friends are strong. Guess we both felt the couple of drinks in it. Burns a ton of calories. We should eat something. Keep your eye out for friends. Guess we both felt a couple of drinks in. He's a good enough guy, I suppose. A little naive, too. He's got this... And his friend Eggy blames his dad for everything. He's just used to getting his way in the world. When you're raised to be elder, so sometimes... Well, it's Victor with... But Varric can't... He'll go on these rants. Hey. I've only had a few run. The man embodies house, and he runs the Ministry of... The guy's good at his job. Sure thing. Always up for a chat.
Profit is never necessary.
Curse you.
That hurt you, bastard! Bad guys, incoming!
Temporary encampment, but not an uneventful stay for the occupant.
What the hell is that? Where'd they go? Still in one piece. 2 arms, 2 legs. Still good to go. All my years and all the plan. Tara, what? At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Varric's alive. You find anything? Injured? Well, what's next? Sounds like a plan. Let's head back down this.
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property? Through here. You... Of course, fellow promise.
Yeah, you here obligated? You know it.
Indeed, brother.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're...
Zen. Yeah, never mind my part. But...
That's gotta be very...
It's too coincidental. We sent him north. There's a long abandoned. He claimed he lost every. We even gave. You're welcome. If you find him, give him.
This unit is programmed to protect.
Currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task. Please do not interfere.
It's been a minute since I stretched though. Nothing going on out here. Sounds like it's a waiting.
It seems I have uninvited guests.
Whoa, 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 hey, it's me.
It's not you. Kill me? I figured the old man. But since I have your attention... I'm glad someone does for once. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of Elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the... But I want...
With House Vithal?
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he... You sound as if you speak from it. Sometimes I would give any. All I want is to make my own life.
The credits help too, but yeah. I was hoping you'd see it that way. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Barrick running. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's free. I figured, why not? I didn't realize it was gonna turn into a...
So, I hope now... I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the scaled city... My people are so blinded by faith and politics. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us. I understand that some people need faith as guidance, but Varun's society takes it too far. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. Usually a conversation requires 2 participants. No. It already wait. I've never considered that. All right. Vashti's death. But will my father... Let's just hope he's... I'll need to make some preparations before I return. Gathering my things and making sure... I'll be along shortly.
Same here. I'm going to... Besides, I don't think I want... Do me a favor and find me later.
Do you see anything useful?
I'm trying to keep strong.
I miss our home.
What news do you bring, Vindicator?
Serpent Beamer.
Is this... impaired?
Victor, this is great news. Truly, the Great Serpent has guided him back.
Well, not exactly the Great Serpent, but... Father... But the Vindicator, he helped me see under... Will you forgive me?
Victor, how dare you stop?
Ha! I have been...
Father... I am ready to dead.
Do you have any idea?
It was never losing Vashti. I let my emotion...
You know me.
The Vindicator me. And you know he's... Varric is every bit his father.
So I stand. Varric, I have always seen myself in you, son. Even though, much like your aunt does for me, she was your anchor.
Thank you, Father.
And you...
It's good to have you.
You put my son... You are quite right. Now that he has returned, Varric and I will... House politics vary drastically from...
And perhaps we could even learn by...
Now, there is something I wish to...
Come, Varric.
Now that we have a bit more privacy, did you find anyone who aided my... Good. Unfortunately, I have heard wardens are dealing with them. But, while not the orders given, here. Now go. Ecris awaits, Diviner. Serpents guide you.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me. Apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me.
If this doesn't work... Sir... did Victor finally relinquish? Excellent. Now, let's hope House do...
If you require aid, Anthony Rara...
It is comforting to see that at least some places can maintain a degree of normalcy.
Stops there. I apologize, but with the Cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the hordes! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound right, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House Malim...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
serpent keep you?
Miss, I'm sorry, but I can't.
What is it?
Supplies. We are stretched razor thin as it is.